Joe in real life. Once again, I apologize for the crappy quality of this video. I broke my phone, I'm on an old beater, and I just haven't gotten in to get a trade in yet. I kind of don't want to. I loved my old phone, but you get the idea. So I've been kind of trying to find my legs again. Those of you who've been following for a while know I've been ramping up pretty consistently all year. And towards the end, things started to get fishy. This happens, you know. It could be that I've bottomed out in a weak area. In fact, that's the current theory. And that, like, while I'm able to lift, the weak area is under extreme stress, and that cascades into a variety of problems. My focus for the coming year is to really take a close look at those weak areas, to do an autopsy and try to put something more productive together, which means diversifying, which means doing a lot of work that's not very exciting and de-emphasizing the stuff that I want to do. So it's going to be a bummer of a year. But I'll try to shoot some interesting training footage, and I don't know, maybe it'll be fun to look at, maybe not. Yesterday I went for a run and I did a lot of my rehab mechanics work, and today I feel just gross. My joints feel so bad, they're so sore, which is what you want and what you would come to expect from doing some really joint specific work. But it is really hurting my confidence for today's lifting. So I thought I'd try to put something on my back that's relatively heavy, and just to see how it moves, to see if these little tweaks have released their hold at all, and maybe try and kind of go from there, you know? I still want to try for a max on Halloween. That will be the end of my year. Confidence is low, but also it isn't zero. So that's something, right? Anyway, I'm gonna warm up and get back to it, and I'll show you what I put up for a heavy squat today. Stay tuned. So if you've been following along for the last year, you might look at these reps and think the situation's pretty bleak. I got a top set at 170. It wasn't that long ago I did 2 sets of 6 with 175 every day for a week. And yeah, it is bleak, but it's not as bleak as it seems. When I get under the bar these days, I've already accumulated quite a bit of fatigue. I'm working really hard on some mechanically disadvantaged positions: ankles, tib, knee, hip, split squat variations, step up variations, the whole works. And I have not adapted, not even remotely close to adapted. First of all, I didn't realize how weak I was in these positions and how imbalanced. And secondly, I have not adapted by any stretch. I'm in really tough shape, and it's super discouraging. But also, the theory, the mechanical theory of why I'm doing it is sound. And I feel good with what little progress I've been able to eke out. That rep looked fine. I got no real complaints with it, but it did not feel fine. So that's where I'm at, gang. I love you. Be good to each other out there. I'll be posting shorts for the next little bit until I get this new phone, you know? So until then.